Two videos in the same day? What is going on? I had heard rumors about the guillotine post, and here it is. I'm glad somebody finally posted it. So leave this down in the description as well. This is the post between the guillotine and Shade, one of the Axie or SkyMavis developers. So let's read this post and then talk about it. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who shared the last article. We got a new record with thousands of people who opened the Axie leaks. I know the community wants to know everything about Axie origin, but it'll take some time before we get all the information. Like I said last time, social medias are not the best to get the most interesting leaks. The place to be is Axie Discord. If you are not on Discord yet, you are missing tons of information given by core team employees or even community members. One more time. While I was sleeping and dreaming about baguettes, Shade, Jeff Cam, product design for Axie Infinity and SkyMavis, came into general channel to answer community questions. This is all the information we have. Look at that. Oh, one more. This question: how many charms can I equip per Axie? Very important question. Shade responded with a maximum of 6 charms per Axie, 1 per part. So 1 per part, 6 max per Axie. 7 part Axies will be having more damage than chops. Regarding to purity, I'm assuming, and 7 out of 7 part Axies, as in pure Axies, will they be more efficient in using their cards in terms of like some type of like same type bonus similar to stab, something along those lines? He's saying no, not necessarily. That chops, referring to chop sueys, Axies that have like a bunch of different traits, you know, bugs and beasts and, you know, rainbow, you know, some community members call them rainbow Axies, but they're just chopped up different stuff. But he says, question, but does Origin have cool in-game music? Shade responded, yes, of course. That one's kind of a wasted question if you ask me. Question, hi Shade, how does bleed work and how much HP reduction? Shade responded with, Messamune confirmed that bleed damages the enemy when they attacked. So I'm assuming that makes it more like our current poison, and maybe our poison in Origin will be different. I'm assuming like a few others assume that it'll be you take 10 points and then 8 and then 6, you know, and it goes down every time you take a tick, and it reduces the poison stack, so they're not permanent, so they don't last the entire duration of the game. Or it's just 1 per tick and they last throughout the game, is what some people think. I think poison will be at the beginning of your turn, you take damage based off your poison stacks. As far as them cleansing or reducing themselves, who knows? Let's see. Question: what can you say to us right now? Some leaks or hints, maybe, please. Shade said, I can say that Origins is amazing. Origin is amazing. Question: hi Shade, is it possible for Anemone to have the same bonus effect from version 2, where 2 parts will give bonus heal? Shade responded with, in my opinion, Anemone is better now if you have the right deck. And there are some people theory crafting using a couple of banish Axie parts and anemones, like dual anemones, you know, dual Nemos, Goda and Cottontail, you know, something along those lines. A bunch of cards that just delete themselves, and then you run Telescope so you can draw an Aqua card. You just like heal because you are constantly drawing anemones. How many cards per deck? Very good question. It says, if you analyze all the leaks, there are many clues regarding the deck size. Now, I believe there's going to be 18 in the deck. 6 cards per Axie, 3 Axies, 18 cards is what I think. But who knows? They don't want to release that information. What's the average game time? Rough estimate on Arena. Shade says, I have played 5-minute games and I have played 15-minute games in Origin. So just like sometimes you have the triple planted team, if you're a Goro fan, or Gorajing. I'll put his link down in the description. He has like the triple plant team, and it always goes to like round 11 or 12. I've seen it go to round 19, and people have told me that 21 is possible, which is like nuts. Don't you think Sirius is kind of OP based on average damage cards? Shade says many abilities will be balanced before alpha. Even more will be balanced after alpha. So don't make any purchases based off the leaks, like I've said in my previous 3 or 4 videos. Another doubt I had, I'm guessing, when I read your answer on Substack, where you said there will be no more rock, paper, scissors bonus between classes, but what about the class using its own class card, stab damage? Will you still have this bonus damage? And Shade just outright says no. There's no room for if, buts, and maybes, and no, that is true. So we knew that in our last video. I talked about it in the I think the Dex video, where I talked about the HP being dropped to 320, and then the stab and advantage and disadvantage completely going away. So that seems to be true here. Question: how about equipping runes? Shade says 1 rune per Axie. Charms. I think charms and runes we have switched in our heads. I think he's referring to the charms as runes and runes as charms. But let's go on to the next one. The most important information we got is about charms and runes. We didn't really know how many we will have to craft or buy, and now we know. If we have a team of 3 Axies, we will be able to craft and equip 18 charms and 3 runes for the entire team. Oh, this is interesting stuff. One thing that's not covered here is they talked about the HP of the Axies being dropped to 320, and that's not in here. I just thought I'd hit you up with this information. All information is good information. Don't get too congested with all this information and then start suffering paralysis by analysis. Anyways, thanks for the watch. Hit the like and subscribe button, hit the bell so you can get notifications when the next video goes up. And good luck in your matches, man. Bye!